There are many different levels of raritism, if you will, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down 5 different types that I came up with. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to be breaking down the 6 different ABA codes for birds. Number 1 on my list is the just outside of range bird. This is like a black-crested titmouse in northeastern Texas. While they're much more common farther south, you could occasionally catch a glimpse of ones at state parks such as Cleburne and Mineral Wells. You could also call this the county level rarity. Type 2 is the early or late bird. During migration there are always a few early birds and a few late stragglers at the end. Take for example a Tennessee warbler in March. Typically, these little birds don't arrive till April, but every year a few of them make an early appearance. Now things really start getting exciting with Type 3, the state level rarity. These birds are considered rare for their respective states, either visiting a few times every year or once every couple years. For this one, think of a Bahama mockingbird in Florida. Every year or so, there are a few special sightings. Type 4 is the state level mega. These birds are ultra rare for their regions, and they usually hold less than 10 state records. An example of this would be a long-tailed duck in Colorado. You can find this Arctic duck farther up north in Alaska or Canada, but 5 have been found in Colorado. And now we're at the grand finale, Type 5, the drop everything and run mega. These are very, very rare birds. I'm talking about less than 5 continental records here, like when the bat falcon showed up in South Texas. It was the first record for the United States, which means that birders from all over the United States and Canada flocked to see it. Now if you are in the ABA area, then each bird that you see has a code based on how likely you are to see it in the area. And by the way, the ABA area is the United States, Canada, and then 2 islands off the Canadian coast. So the first codes are code 1 and 2, and these are the easiest birds to see, which include regular visitors and breeders. Code 1 species are usually more widespread and numerous, while code 2 species typically have a restricted range, occur in lower densities across that range, or are just hard to spot. Now we are moving on to code 3, and everything code 3 and above is considered rare in the ABA area. This category includes breeding birds and rare visitors. So an example of a code 3 would be a Ferruginous pygmy owl. These birds breed only in the United States in South Texas, and since they are not found all over the ABA area, then they are considered code 3, although some do still breed here. Another example of a code 3 that does not breed here is the wood sandpiper. Code 4 species are going to be considered more casual, not showing up every year, but they have at least 6 or more records for the ABA area, with 3 of those sightings coming from the past 30 years. And now the big surprises is code 5. These species have 5 or less records in the ABA area, which makes them extra special. Birders will often travel across the country just to get a glimpse of these ultra rarities. It's like the bird watching equivalent of a Black Friday sale. And code 6 is last but not least, the unable to be found or presumed extinct species. A famous example of this would be the passenger pigeon or ivory-billed woodpecker. So we just covered all of the rare birds, and it's actually quite easy to miss rare birds. So to make sure that you're not missing any, click on the video right here for my 7 strategies for finding more rare birds.